Right, so this one is about the 10p's. I'm going to try my really hardest to look at that little spot on the left hand side so that and talk to that, which is really difficult because I'm talking to the left hand side when really my eyes are now, as far as you're concerned, facing you. The minute I look in the middle of the screen, my eyes are off and as if I'm being interviewed by somebody. So we'll have a go. I'm not a very good video man. I'm not a very good presenter and all that sort of stuff, so just have to bear with me a little bit. I'm just getting used to this. Right, so what this one's about the 10p coins, the new A to Z 10p sets. So, I do appreciate there are a few of you, not that many, fortunately for me, but there are a few of you that are sort of emailing in going, what's happening with the 10p coins? Now, once again, I have to tell you that we send you an email every single week. Every single week we send you an email. Normally it's on a Wednesday. And this email gives you an update on where we are with all of the coins. And a lot of the time, like a broken record, unfortunately, the email will say, RAF coins not released yet, nothing doing. Beatrix Potter coins not really released yet, nothing doing. To say the Beatrix Potter coins are not released yet, that's actually not quite true. There are some that have been released. You do find, we will find a Tom Kitten 50p. We will find one of those for every literally 5,000 coins we search through. Jeremy Fisher, I don't think we've hardly found any at all, and if we have, maybe one, two, nothing to speak of. Ben Bunny, at the moment we're finding probably 2, 3, 4 coins for every 5,000 search through. So even though they are 2017 coins and those ones, and they have been released, they've not been fully released. It's 50 million of them, they've not been fully released. Anyway, I'll deal with that in another video. That was by means of an example, but forget that. Let's go on to the 10p. So 10p coins, A to Z 10p coins. It's all been very fast, it's all been very quick, it's all been come on top of us all very quickly, all of us, me, you, everybody. These new 10p coins are coming out and they're being released and so on and so forth. Now, the information that Change Checker and Westminster Collection were giving you, which is telling you that all you've got to do is go to a post office and you can ask for the coins, go into the bank and you can ask for the coins, absolute rubbish. Sorry to put it any other way, but it is absolute rubbish. They're not giving you the real information, they're not telling you true. To use an expression from Cloud Atlas, it's not the true. Coins, they can't just dump hundreds of millions of coins on the market, bush. You know, they've made millions and millions and millions and millions of 10p coins, wallop, put it on the market. They can't do that. If you did that, you would devalue the currency. So what has to happen is they have to take out of circulation money and then they put money in, so that the amount of money in circulation stays reasonably the same with a little bit of an increase. Every year there's a little bit more money coming onto circulation, a little bit more. Now the reason for that, quite simply, is, and the ideal example is, as I've mentioned this before, is the Italian lira. You know, the Italian lira went from, there was a time when you could have gone with 5 lira and bought a loaf of bread. And then by the time it finished up, you know, it was like a loaf of bread was, I don't know, 20,000 lira or even 20 million lira. It was ridiculous. And so in order to make sure that the English pound doesn't go the same way, they have to regulate how much money goes into the system and how much money comes out of the system. So in order to dump 500 million pounds worth of new 10p coins onto the market, they've got to take out 400 million pounds worth or 500 million pounds worth. They can't just dump 500 million pound into the market. Otherwise, there's too much money in the market and it devalues the pound. So since for the last half a dozen years or so, for the last 3 or 4 years, they have been actively taking out of the circulation all the 10p coins. Now this is really important, especially if you're into collecting coins and 10p coins, for you to know this. The coins from 1992 up to about 2011, 2010, something like that, they contain cupro nickel. The coins since then contain the steel. The difference is that a steel coin will stick to a magnet. Cupro nickel coin won't stick to a magnet. That's how you tell the difference. So all the coins that do not stick to a magnet, they have been actively taken out of circulation for years now. And that means that those coins are getting rarer and rarer and rarer and rarer. So even though they might have made 9 million, say, or what is it they made? 6 million 2008 coins, for example, with the Britannia. There won't be that many in circulation because they're coming out and they're being melted down again, because the value of a 10p coin is worth more than 10p. If you added up, if you took the value of a 10p coin, it's probably worth somewhere in the region of between 12 and 15 pence as scrap metal. Now, before you go getting any ideas, it's illegal to melt down the Queen's coinage. So you can't melt the money down, turn it into cupro nickel blocks, and then sell it to a scrapyard. For a start, scrapyard wouldn't buy it. Any honest one would never buy it, because they'd want to know where it's come from, and they certainly wouldn't buy a big bag of coins off you. But the fact remains that a cupro nickel coin is worth more than 10p. Because it's worth more than 10p, the government is taking them all out of circulation and replacing them with steel coins. And then that means that all of the other dates, even though there were hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of them in circulation, they're getting rarer and rarer and rarer and rarer and harder to find for that reason. That makes it possible for them to introduce 26 new coins. Now, don't forget, you've also got your 2017 coin that's come out. 24 million of those are made. You've got the 2000, that's just with the shield on the back. You've got the 2018 shield. I'm not too sure if they're actually putting that in circulation, but I've not seen any figures or anything for that. And then the 2018, 26 different letters on the back of the coin. So it's 26 different coins for you to collect. That's not only 26 different coins for you to collect. I have to check the time so I don't go over. Otherwise, I'll mess up the video again. So it's 26 different coins for you to collect. Now, supposing that they made 10 million of each coin. 10 million of each coin multiplied by 26 would be 260 million coins hitting circulation. And all of you, and me, and most people, sort of, when we hear the news, oh yeah, they've been released, it really winds me up when places like Change Checker tell everybody, oh, this coin's been released. It's not been released. Most of the time what they mean is it's been released in a proof format which we've got and we're selling to you. That's what it means. But it gets thousands and thousands of people all wound up because they go around thinking that the coin has been released and they're checking their change for it, wasting their time looking for something that is not there. It just isn't there because it hasn't been released. It's only been released on flipping proof or whatever. Anyway, so you've got 26 of these, and we're all expecting that these coins are going to be all over the country. So from the bottom of Cornwall to Brighton to the south of England to Southend to London to Birmingham to the Midlands to Scotland, we're all expecting, the minute they say a coin has been released, we're expecting to go down the high street, give £10 into the bank, get £10 worth of coins and find the coins we want. Wouldn't it be great if it was that easy? If it was that easy, you wouldn't need me. And I would not have a job. Simple as that. But it ain't that easy. 26 of them. 26 of them have got to come out. Now, we can't post off. When you buy a set of coins off us, we can't post off each time we find a letter. Just ain't going to work that way. It's going to cost us a fortune. So what I did say was I would post off once we've got the full set. Well, we've started to change that today because I'm not happy about how long it's taking, and there are still a certain amount of letters that we just struggling to get. We need Q's, we need Z's, we need S, we need T, we need B for Bond, and so on. And there are other coins that we've got where we've got plenty, and there are other designs where we just haven't got enough. So today we managed to send out 35 lots of 8 or 9 coins, part of the set. And we will continue to do that, so that we will continue to send out part sets, so that you know that they're coming, you know that we're not running away with your money, you know that everything's safe, and you know, and you can actually see them and have some of them in your hand at the very least, even if you have to wait another couple of months. Pardon me, beg pardon. If you have to wait a couple of months to get the rest, but you know they're coming because you've just received some. So that's what we're starting to do. Now, one thing that happens quite regularly is that we send you an email every single week. And I say that over and over and over and over again. We do send you an email every week. If you're not getting that email, it's because either number one, you've unsubscribed, or number two, they're going to your spam. There is no other reason why you're not getting the email. We send the update every week. So I'll send an update out and I'll say, we haven't got the full sets yet. Let's just talk about the 10Ps, that's what this vid's for. So we haven't got the 10Ps yet. We're still waiting on a few letters. We're searching like mad, and I tell people what's happening. Like, for example, the other week in one of the updates, I explained that we picked up £5,000 worth, £6,000 worth of £6,000 worth of 10p coins from the Barclays Bank. Now, we picked up these coins at 60,000 coins. 60,000. That's an unbelievable amount of coinage. And we brought them back here, and we're dumping them on the table, and we're searching for them as fast as we possibly can. And what do we find? We found, out of 60,000 coins, we found about 8. 8. That's it. 8 letters out of 60,000 coins. A couple of days later, and that's £6,000 worth. Pardon. Hay fever. A couple of days later, we picked up just 300 quid's worth from a post office. And out of that 300 quid's worth, we found about 700 letters. So it just goes to show you, it depends on who's got the coins, where they go. Now, the difficulty with the post office is that in order to get the coins from the post office, you have to be a Santander business customer, which we are. But you can't just order. I can't go to, even though I'm a business customer and I pay an exorbitant amount of money to get this money, I can't just go down and order £5,000 worth. If I could, I know I'd be able to get them all in one hit. Can't do that. I can do that with my bank at Barclays. I can order £5,000 worth and have it delivered. But I can't do that with the post office. I can only order a couple of £100 at a time because they really regulate it. They really keep a tight rein on it. And even now, notifications are going around to post offices telling people that they can't order too many 10Ps. I mean, how ridiculous is that? But that's not my doing. So, 12 minutes. So, the people, and then what happens is I'll get a response from the email that I send out saying, can you give me an update on my 10p order, please? As if the person that's sending me that email is going, I don't know if they're thinking that maybe I'm going to give them a different answer individually to their email than what they're going to get out of the update that we send out weekly. The answer's not going to be any different, it's going to be the same. And in some cases, I just go to the newsletter, copy what I've said in the newsletter and paste it in the email because I've got nothing extra to say. But for some reason, I don't understand it, but some people do think that if they write in personally, specifically, they're going to get a better response. The response is not going to be any different. They're not there yet. When you pay us for an advance order, we fix a price and you're going to get all of that at that price. Now, we all know that some of those letters are going to be as rare as rocking horse poo. We know that. We don't know which ones. So, because you bought a set off us, we guarantee that you're going to get all of them at that price. Simple as that. And the price that we sell a circulated set for, £29.95, and the price we sell an uncirculated set for, £39.95. The other thing that we've decided to do is because of the length of time that it's taking, we will give 50% free. So if you've ordered a full set, you're going to get 13 extra coins. They may not be different coins, but you will get 13 letters free. If you bought 2 sets, you're going to get 26 letters free. If you bought 4 sets, then you're going to get 52 letters. No, 50%, 4 sets, yeah, about 52 letters free. So that's what we're going to do as standard. That's not from a complaint issue, it's not from any other point of view, it's simply because we've decided we can do that, and we're going to do that, and that sort of says to you, thank you very much for sticking with us and holding on, because, you know, it does take a fair while. So I just want everybody to know that we are on the case. We're picking up an average of 50,000 10Ps every week, because I've got an order at £5,000 with the bank alone, let alone the post offices. We are signing up to more post offices, and that will happen over the coming weeks, and we will get more from the post offices. But until then, we are seriously regulated by the number of coins that are released. So we will be in touch, you will be getting extra coins, and you will get the coins that you've ordered, we guarantee it. but just hold fire. All right, cheers. Bye for now.